It's been 5 long-ass years since the beloved Ninja 400 graced showroom floors with its presence. For a long time, it has been the beginner bike. Not much else has been able to compete with it. It's been considered by some the best bike in its class, but like I said, it's been 5 years. So that begs the question, is the Ninja 400 still the best beginner bike on the market? What's up, you losers? It's me again, back at this shit. So it's been a little bit. I've got a little shit going on right now. Some fucking loser in a small dick piece of shit pickup truck hit me on my bike the other day. Some little inbred piece of shit. Now, I can't ride for a little bit. I'm okay and nothing seriously injured, but this is what I have to do till I can get back on my bike. So since we're all already here, hit that sub button. YouTube says 92% of you fuckers aren't subscribed, and that's a massive load of bullshit. So just hit that button. It's not that hard. Now let's finally get into this. The year is 1995. I'm not even a thought in my parents' head yet, and I won't be until the year 2004. I was a mistake. In this beautiful year of 1995, Kawasaki released one of the most legendary motorcycles of all time, the ZX6R. This was, however, before the ZX6R was really a race replica motorcycle, so it wasn't for the fast boys. Not yet, at least. But in 2002, Kawasaki decided they were sick of getting bumfucked by clapped-out Gixxer 600s and said, you know what? Fuck you. And slapped a brand new Mac Daddy King Dick 636 engine into the ZX6R. That engine was nicknamed the Cheater engine and gave Kawasaki a bad rep for years to come. Fast forward to 2018, Kawasaki has been making the Ninja 300 for years. It's fine, it's great, whatever. But Yamaha in 2015 had come into the market and dropped a big dick 321cc R3 and taken the beginner bike market. And you know what Kawasaki said to Yamaha this time instead of Suzuki? Yeah, that's right. You know what? Fuck you. And dropped another brand new Mac Daddy King Dick engine into a brand new bike, the Ninja 400. The Ninja 400 was making more power, more torque, and pulling more bitches than that little ass R3. Kawasaki had finally stolen the beginner bike market right back. But it's been 5 years, almost as long as the Ninja 300's 6-year production run. So that brings us back to, is the Ninja 400 still a good beginner bike? Well, first, let's look at some of its competitors. The Yamaha R3 has been covered already, and the CBR 300R has been covered as beneath the Ninja for years. And let's not even get into the absolute shit toaster that is the Gixxer 250. The Yamaha R7. The R7 has been considered a competitor by some, but I consider it in a completely different class. The 689cc parallel twin hidden away under the fairings of the R7 pushes a very respectable 72.4 horsepower. That's in a completely different class than the Ninja 400's 50-ish horsepower, and I wouldn't necessarily consider it a beginner bike either. Now this is an interesting one. The CF Moto 450 SS. Short story, it's Chinese, so no one really trusts it. Long story, seems like a damn good bike. The 450 also has a parallel twin pushing about 50 horsepower at a very similar price point of $54.99. Now something the CF Moto offers that the Ninja 400 still hasn't been updated with is the TFT display. And this isn't your average beginner bike wannabe TFT display that can't do shit. This bike lets you display your navigation, music, and more from your phone straight onto your bike. That would have saved me a lot because I still don't have the money for a fucking phone mount. Now other than that, mechanically it's very similar to the Ninja 400. Same seat height, same power, same weight. I haven't gotten to ride one of these yet, but I hope to soon. The other side of this discussion is the availability of parts. This is a Chinese company. Yes, they're owned in part by KTM, but you know how shit KTM is about both availability of their parts and also reliability. Both are going to be questionable, but so far the reviews on this bike have been great. Alright. the only other real competitor. You guys have been waiting for this one. I know it. I'm going to keep it short with this one. Kawasaki did their big dick thing again and dropped an inline-4 400cc engine. So imagine a Ninja 400, but with that TFT display, a quick shifter, dual disc front brakes, rider aids, and different riding modes. Sounds like a great fucking deal, right? Well, yes and no. There's a few downsides to this bike. First off, those extra 2 cylinders cost in the weight department. The ZX4RR weighs in at a manufacturer claimed 414 pounds. That's an extra 52 pounds to the Ninja 400. And you might say the power makes up for it. Well, no and no. First of all, power isn't going to help you in the curves, you dumb little fuck. This is supposedly a track-capable weapon, and also on a dyno from the factory, the ZX4 pushes 52 horsepower. That is 23 less than originally claimed. You have to get the bike tuned to see any performance advantage over the Ninja 400, and that brings me to my last point, the price. The ZX4RR starts at a low price of $9,699 fucking dollars. You can pay $1,500 more and get a brand new ZX6R, which by the way, 2024 looks fucking sick, but you're gonna pay $1,500 less for a bike with half the power that also makes 2 more horsepower than the bike that costs $4,000 less. Also, I know everyone likes to compare me to Yami Noob, so if you've watched his recent video talking about the ZX4RR, after it's been tuned and supposedly pushing the 74 or 75 horsepower it's supposed to have, and taking it up against their track-prepped 400, which is essentially a stock Ninja 400 with a few minor upgrades and some race fairings, and the difference between the two was not as big as you'd expect. The ZX4RR was extremely underwhelming. So that brings us to the conclusion of this video. Is the Ninja 400 still the best beginner bike in 2023? Well, it's definitely up there. If the CF Moto lives up to the hype and stops being a little Chinese communist shit and can be reliable, it might just take that title. The ZX4 is just too expensive and way too underwhelming to pay that much money, and trying to put the R7 in the same class is fucking dumb. So in my opinion, as of right now, yes, it's still the best beginner bike and will remain that way until CF Moto proves to be reliable for the next few years, or Kawasaki gets their shit together and makes the ZX4 worth $10,000. But that's about it from me today. Thank you guys for watching this shit stain of a video. Thank you for letting me humor you while you're on the toilet. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.